y'all, welcome to my channel. I am Debbie with the Crafty Diamond. Today is my weekly WIP and chat, and that is a work in progress. I am going to be working on this cute little witch here from Oraloa. It is called Pumpkin Village, and I will put the link to Oraloa underneath the description. I am an affiliate with Oraloa. If you use my code, I might receive a small commission, and if I do, I always put it back into the channel. It is, never expected. It's always appreciated. I am also using my credenza, which has all of my drills in it, so I will not be using another tray, although I do have some really cute Halloween trays. But I'm also using for my multi-placer Randa's Crafty Corner Cinnamon Clove, and it smells absolutely amazing. I have it out just so I can smell it. I am using in my single placer a glue dot. So let's go ahead and get started. How is everybody doing today? I hope that you have had a really nice, relaxing weekend and that you had some time to diamond paint or to craft or just to spend time by yourself doing whatever you enjoy doing, a little bit of you time. I was able to diamond paint some this weekend, not a whole lot. I was pretty busy with work and other things. I also spent some time on my Bible journaling, and I spent some time on my Christmas cards, which desperately I need to work on. I also spent time with the birthday club. I have gotten behind. I am so sorry for those of you that have had birthdays in September and October. I just have not gotten back to the place that I need to be after September and losing my dad. So I am just sorry that I've gotten a little bit behind. But if you have signed up for the birthday club, I have not forgotten about you. I am going to be working on those this week. I've gotten the cards done. I just need to get all of those addressed and mailed out. So you will be getting a card. And if I missed your birthday, I am so terribly sorry. But you have been in my thoughts. You really, really have. I am going to get those mailed out this week. It may be in batches, but they will be mailed out. So be expecting that. If you are not a member of the birthday club and you would like to receive a handmade card by me, then sign up for that, and I am going to be getting better, and you can count on that. It's just now is not the time for me to be better, I guess. But I have seen an improvement with things that I have had the mental capacity to do. I just didn't realize that I really needed just some time, and it's going to take some time to get back into the full swing of what I am normally doing and being as busy and productive and as energetic as I had been in the past. My energy level has just been very, very low over the past couple of months. And I do acknowledge that. I realize that that has been an issue. I'm not going to say that it's a problem, because to me it's not a problem. It is just going to take some time to get my energy back up and to get some things out of my head and into my journal. And so that helps me as well. So I am doing fine. No worries. I'm just trying to work through some things. But this weekend was very productive. I did a lot in my house. I did a lot in my craft room, trying to rearrange, trying to move some things out that I know I'm not going to ever do again. I'm not going to ever use. And I say I'm going to do that. I start to do it, and then I stop for a while. But I am on that particular area now that I want to do it, and I know I can, so I'm going to. But I did spend quite a bit of time on Sunday just in my craft room, just piddling around and doing different projects. Didn't do a whole lot of diamond painting, to be honest. I worked on my cross stitch conversion some. I am trying to do at least 3 squares a day on that one, just so I can see progress. I'm also going to be doing that every day for sure in November. I'm not going to do it every day on my channel. I'm not really, I don't think I can do that, but I am going to commit to a Saturday WIP and chat for cross stitch conversion for the entire month of November. I'll see what it's going to be like in December if I'm going to continue that one, because I've got a lot going on in December with the channel. I am going to be doing my December Advent like I did last year, and that was a lot of work. I didn't realize how much work that was going to be, because last year was, my first year doing the channel, and I did not get ahead. I basically was doing my videos the day before or a couple days before the video was to go out, and that became really stressful, made the holidays really stressful because I didn't want to miss a day. I wanted to make sure that my Advent calendar went out on the day that it was supposed to. So it was a lot of work, but I have figured out how I'm going to do it this year. I'm really excited about it. I am going to start on it sometime in November so I can get a jump start. So it will be a video a day in December like it was last year. I hope that the ones of you that were around last year enjoyed that playlist. I love Christmas. I love the Christmas holidays. And so I want to make that special for, me and my family, as well as all of you that do celebrate. And even if you don't celebrate Christmas, it's not going to be about Christmas. It's just about sharing and giving and the holidays. And so I hope that I can give just a little bit of my time and my energy and how much that I love to diamond paint, can give that back to you guys. So that's what I am aiming for my December Advent. And I need to start that and make sure that I do get that on schedule. So there will be an unboxing of the project that I'm going to be working on. That's going to be towards the end of November. And then every day in December, you will have a video. And on some days, there's going to be more than one video, because I am going to have my cross stitch conversion in December. That's the plan still. I said I'm not sure, but I'm going to try. So on those that I am able to do that on Saturdays, then you'll have, an extra video. And then you'll also have my weekly WIP and chat. So my weekly WIP and chat will be different than my Advent one. If you're seeing a glare, and you probably are, I do apologize in advance. I am going to try to see what I can do when I am going through and editing this. But I have studio lights in the basement, and there is one that I know it is bouncing off. I can see it. It's bouncing off of the cover, the plastic cover on this canvas. So I am going to see what I can do. I'm also going to see by the next time that I have a WIP and chat that has the cover on it, that my husband can go in and adjust the light. I tried to go up on a ladder, which I don't like doing, and I tried moving it a little bit, and it did not do much at all. So I'm going to see if he can do that for me, but I didn't want to delay this video because he is not home right now, and I wanted to go ahead and get it done. So I think that most of you, when you're listening or watching to a WIP and chat, that you are listening like you do a podcast, or you're diamond painting and you're not really looking at what I'm doing. So hopefully it won't be a problem for you, but it's not a glare for me because where I'm working, the glare is above that, but I can tell it when I'm looking at on my iPad, when I can see what you guys are seeing, and I can tell that there's a little bit, but it's not absolutely horrible. So what are your plans for November? I'm always asking this. I'm really curious. There are so many events going on, and if you haven't decided on an event yet, or you'd like to add another event to your list of events for November, Angie and Angie's Crafting with Diamonds, and I are hosting an event November and December. It is a very laid back event. We have some fabulous sponsors, and I will go over that in November for my kickoff video. I do have a video last week that showed the requirements on that. I am going to be doing another video just for those requirements, and that will come out on Wednesday, November the 1st. But you can go back and look at my last week's video for my WIP and chat, and you can see those. But you can use any kind of canvas. It doesn't have to be a new start. I am going to be starting on a new canvas. Woo, go figure, right? That's something that you're surprised about. If you've been around, that would be a big fat no, because I am always starting new canvases. I'm always working on WIPs. I have about 8 right now that is in my work in progress. And some days I'm okay with it, and you know what? Some days, I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not. I look at it and I think I need to just focus on one, finish that one, and then go and focus on another one, and so on and so forth until I get caught up on all of my WIPs. But I don't know, I'm not programmed like that. I start working on something, I get a little bored with the colors, or I decide that, I'm tired of working on this one, not for any particular reason, I'm just tired of working on it. I want to work on something else. So then I go get something out of my stash, work on it, and I'm just really bad about that. But I have to say, I finished 2 canvases in September, in October, I don't know what month I'm on October. Finished 1 in September, which felt really good, but I finished 2 in October, plus a really small project that you guys are going to see on Friday. I think Friday's when you're going to see it. But and it felt so good. When I finished those and I put the last drill on both of them, I was so excited because I had a finish. So it feels so good when you have a completion. And I'm thinking, do I want to keep having that feeling, or do I want to keep bouncing back and forth until I get closer to a completion on a canvas? And honestly, I don't even know. I don't know how I feel. It depends on what day you ask me. But right now, I'm okay today with doing different ones. I've been using a decision wheel, and the decision wheel will tell me what I'm going to work on for that day. I work on my cross stitch conversion first. I want to get at least 3 squares done every day, so I do that one first before I do anything else, as long as I'm not too tired to do that. And then I will use my decision wheel and decide, what am I going to work on? So whatever comes up, that's what I work on for that day. And that has been a lot of fun, just to see, okay, what am I going to work on today? Well, I don't know. And that's been fun. I've really enjoyed that. So If you are here just for finishes, you might want to think and hope, and I hope that for just your finishes, that when you do see a finish from me, that you will be happy with it, and you will be happy for me and realize, hey, she finally has a finish. But if you really just want to see a finish, then I do have finishes that are coming up. I have on Thursday of this week, I have a video that I'm going to have both of my finishes on, both of my completions. Since they are both Diamond Art Club, I thought I'll just go ahead and I will have both of those on one. I do not have any drills to kit down. I've already kitted those down, and I did not video those. The one I kitted down because I was using my credenza. I wanted to kit up this Halloween canvas, and I wanted to use my credenza for this. So I thought, well, I'll go ahead and just kit this down really quickly, which I did. And then I didn't think about it until after I kitted it down. I thought, well, I need to show you how much I had left. I had plenty of drills left. They were really good drills, and I went ahead and kitted them down, so you can't see that. And on my other one, I finished it, and that was for drills and chills, and I was so excited that I finished that one too. I went ahead and kitted it down. I didn't even necessarily need that container that I was using because I haven't kitted anything up in it yet. And I don't know what I was thinking on that one either. But again, I was so excited that I did have a finish. So I went ahead, I kitted that down. I kind of needed this space where I store my drills. I needed a space for those. So I went ahead and kitted both of those down. And I didn't know if you guys would really be excited about watching me kit down. I look at the videos and, they are being watched, but I just didn't know if everyone's getting bored. I don't see as many kitting downs on YouTube like I used to from other content creators. And I don't know if that's because others aren't excited to see kit downs, but my finishes have been few and far between lately, so I thought maybe I've missed something. But let me know if you enjoy like the organization type of videos, like kit downs and just organizing drills and that kind of thing. Let me know in the comments how you guys feel about that. So I'm really curious. I'm going to hopefully, I know I'm not going to finish this by the end of the month, because I have a lot going on for work, and we have got some things going on, family-wise that we're doing. So I just don't think this will get finished, and I'm okay with that because it says Halloween because she's not wearing a Halloween costume, but she's wearing like a witch's hat. It does have mice, so that reminded me of Cinderella with the pumpkins, and she has on the dress, it has a little apron. So to me, that could be Cinderella. It could insinuate, Thanksgiving. So I thought this would still be okay to work in November. And the pumpkins have doors. So since the pumpkins have doors, there are mice. She's wearing an apron. So I thought, okay, it's going to be cool for either Halloween or it's going to be cool for Thanksgiving. So I am good with it either way. There's a lot of color blocking, but there's a lot of confetti as well. And with as much as I have going on this week, even if I were to focus just on this one, because it's only 60 by 60, that is not a large canvas for me. Normally, I could get this finished in approximately a week, but I know that looking at my to-do list and with work, a lot of things going on at work this week, this is not going to get finished. but I may just focus on this one November and get this one done in November. But back to the hosting of mine and Angie's event. I am going to be working on, I don't want to say what it is right now, but I will say that it gives holiday vibes. And it should not take too horribly long for me to finish it. If I finish it before the event's over, that is okay, because I can start on something else or work on one of my other ones. And all that we're requiring is that you add some bling to it. And who doesn't love bling? It can be ABs, it can be rhinestones, it can be whatever you want it to be to add bling. It needs to be additional special drills that does not come with the canvas. So I think this one has either 4 or 5 ABs. And so if I were to use this particular canvas, I would need to add more than what comes with it, which for me would be easy to do. I have plenty in my stash. We also have a code that is going to be from DP with Sparklers, and that one is it will be underneath, our code will be underneath the description. It is JWall10, because we also use Tmall for our JWall event, and so she just continued using the same code to make it, I guess, easier on her, which is fine with us. And then we also have a code that we just received from Calming Canvas, and I will put that code underneath the description. It is for 10% off a canvas, and I have recently unboxed the canvas, a canvas from Joy, and I really do like her canvas. I have started on it, put a few drills on, so my unboxing you can see that. But if you would like a new canvas, check her out, because she is new and her canvases are licensed. I am going through a lot of colors, but if you have any questions whatsoever, please, ask me. I'll be glad to answer them for you. You can either ask me underneath the description when you make the comments, or if you would prefer, you can email me, or you can message me on Instagram, or you can message me on Facebook. We have a Facebook group for our event, and we also I have my Facebook group for Crafty Diamond. So there are several ways to get in touch with me, and the same thing with Angie. And we would love to have you. We're not going to require a completion. We are going to have a Google form that will be open on the 1st, where you can go ahead and fill out the information. And we're doing that mainly so we know who is taking part in the event, and that we will have a way to contact you if you happen to win one of the weekly prizes or the grand prize and we cannot get in touch with you. So that's the main reason why we're doing the Google form. We realized when we did the JWall event that it probably would have been easier to have that Google Doc. So that will come out on Wednesday. And I cannot believe October is almost over. I say that at the end of every month, but I swear it seems like that we just finished taking our tree down last year after Christmas, and here we are again, already coming up to the holiday season. It just amazes me how time flies so quickly, and I keep thinking I want to get this and this and this and this and this and this and this done by the end of the year. It's probably not going to happen. Some things, yes, but then there are some that I wanted to do, and then I start thinking I can do this by the end of the year. Well, I don't have that much time, so no, it's probably not going to happen. I do have quite a bit of goals for next year. I'm going to narrow those down. I also have some ideas that I want to do for the channel, and I think that you guys will like that as well. I'm pretty much going to keep everything that I've been doing. I'm going to have specific days that I continue to post my videos, have them uploaded. I do like having the Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and then I have one other day. This year is what I've been doing for a while, and I am deciding what I want that fourth day to be, or if I'm just going to do 3. But I do like having a schedule. It seems to work better for me. That way my subscribers know when to expect a video, and I do better with planning. I'm not really good at just doing something flying by the seat of my pants. I don't do well at all with that, and that comes across. It's evident sometimes if I haven't planned. Sometimes it can be very evident that I probably needed a plan. My neighbor's yard man, I say that loosely, they call him a landscaper. He is by no means a landscaper. He, I don't think he's very good. He's expensive. He doesn't do much. He just kind of blows things around. And in the fall, if we aren't out there watching him, he will blow all of my neighbor's leaves into our yard, which we have plenty of leaves that we have to rake up and to get rid of, and we don't need anybody else's. And we even caught him on a ring video. We have confronted him. My neighbors confronted him. My neighbor had stopped using him for a while because he would say that he was doing things and he didn't, and he was charging him for doing these extra things. Or he would say he would do something and then he just didn't do it. But my neighbor has a ring video, and so he showed him, and finally he just started to use somebody else. And now we've noticed this same guy is back. So I'm not sure what's happened there, but he will probably be out there blowing leaves and things around for a while. And I did stop recording for a little bit, thinking, well, he will stop, and he still hasn't. So hopefully that's not going to be an interruption either. I like to get my videos out in the mornings. I like to do them in the mornings, and that way I have time in the afternoons to edit and then to take time to get it uploaded at least a day in advance. And usually he doesn't come until late in the afternoon, but for some reason today he's decided that he's going to come early in the morning. And it's been really cold here. Even my husband said that it was cold, and he never complains about how cold it is. It does tend to warm up in the afternoons, but now we're seeing it's getting later and later in the afternoon before it does warm up. So I don't think we're going to have much of a fall. It's going to go directly into winter. Some of the leaves in the Georgia mountains are finally starting to turn colors. I did go to the mountains on Saturday for an event that I helped with, and that was a lot of fun. I got to see a lot of kids dressed up, and the drive was just gorgeous going to the mountains. The area is just really pretty. It was outside. It was a beautiful day on Saturday. It was a little chilly, but like with a sweatshirt on, it was perfect. And they had games and hay rides and different things, and had some food, and they did bobbing for apples, a cake walk. which I haven't seen that in years. Instead of cake, they had candy and cookies is what you would win. And then I had Starbucks on my way home, which I love Starbucks fall flavors. I don't really like the cold brew. I thought that I would, and I tried the fall cold brew at Starbucks, and to me, it just tasted like I was drinking black coffee. It didn't have much of a taste other than that. It was extremely strong, and I do not like strong coffee at all. So I really wasn't a fan of the cold brew, but I do like their frappuccinos, and I love their pink drinks. I don't know why I have really gotten into the pink drinks lately, but that's every time I go to Starbucks, which isn't really that often, but I always want to grab a pink drink. So I did that and talked to my oldest daughter, Madison, for a while. That was really nice. She's been calling me quite a bit. Her fiance has been out of town on a job all last week. And so she was calling me and we talked for a while, and she got quite a bit done with him not home. I think he's supposed to come home on, well, tomorrow, which is Tuesday for you guys. And then he's going to be home for like a week, and then he has to go back out. So they're not exactly liking this job that he's doing because of the travel. But he does have a good job, and they need to start saving for the wedding in 2025. So while he was working, she was also working like she normally does, and just doing a lot of things that, she really doesn't do when he's around. So she did have a little bit of time to diamond paint, and she played some of her games, and she got quite a bit of things done in their apartment, and just stuff that she's been putting off she was able to do. And she's trying to train the new puppy, so she's doing very well. Paige has gotten her report back from the psychologist at the Votech school, and she only saw her for 3 hours, but I found it to be really interesting because I read the report, and the report is almost identical to other reports that we've gotten in the past, other evaluations for her. And I found that to be very interesting because she realized this after only 3 hours with Paige. And when we have had other evaluations, it was like a 2 or 3 day meetup in their office, and then it was over several hours after all was said and done. But she feels that in addition to Paige's disability that she has, that she is autistic, and I have thought that for years. I've been told that, she was on the spectrum, but that they would not commit and say that she was autistic. But she feels that she is. And so I told her, I said, I know that she is. I just cannot get someone to tell me. And so she went ahead and she put her diagnosis in addition to her other issues that we knew about. And I did tell her, I gave her some information from our doctor, and so she included that as well. But then I took her, I thought, well, if she is saying this, I want to get another opinion just to see. And so I did get another opinion, and she also came back and said the same thing. And I didn't tell her what this psychologist said, but she has gotten the diagnosis, and it's just really weird because I knew about it. I knew that she was. Teachers even were surprised that she didn't come back as being autistic, but it's just seeing it from a professional, that it just really puts things into perspective. And I had to kind of also deal with that information and try to process everything, and then think about, okay, now what? Now that she has this diagnosis, now what is going to happen? And so I was talking to my husband, and he said, why would anything change? There's, nothing has changed. She's just now gotten the diagnosis. She will be able to get additional help. The insurance is going to cover more, and she will be able to get additional grants through the state, because for some reason the state sees that autism, that is, for them, they consider that a disability, whereas if she's diagnosed with a mild intellectual disability and her level is well below her age, they don't see that as a problem. So now I'm going to apply for additional assistance, because there's no way, just by looking at this, it's obvious that she's not going to be able to work in a productive way to where she will be able to make her own way. That's just not going to happen. So that was, at least that came out into as a positive for this Votech, because I still haven't gotten any more information about how they're going to help her. What's the next step? We'll probably be waiting on that for another 2 or 3 months. We'll get something from them, and then we'll hear from them, and we're thinking, okay, it's a go. They're talking to us. They're responding. They're telling us what we need to do, and then crickets. We don't hear anything for another 2 or 3 months. So that's kind of what I'm expecting now. But at least if I don't hear back from them on anything else, I have at least gotten this to where I did not have to pay a fortune. I didn't pay anything for this evaluation. And evaluations are not cheap. They are very expensive if you go the private route, and the insurance may or may not pay anything on it, depending on the outcome. So it's just one of those things. But I was determined that I was going to finally get some information, get some closure on this of where to go next. So I do feel better about that. She feels good about it. She's been keeping busy. She's doing her voluntary work, and she is enjoying volunteering. So we've been doing that about once a week, and she loves that. It gives her something to do, and she gets really excited when she gets to go. So that's definitely been good for her. And so we're all doing very well. We're just moving, towards the end of the year and trying to decide what we're going to do renovation-wise in our house. I am absolutely dreading it, but we've been needing to renovate the kitchen since we bought this house. We now have our fence renovated. My husband's moved the fence and added some additional gates for the dogs, and so that has been so nice. He finished that over the weekend, and it's just been a couple days that we've had it, but the dogs are loving it. It's easier for them to get in and out, so that has been super nice. So they've been going in and out a lot. They had a dog door, but it was still kind of hard for them to maneuver once they got outside to get over into an area where they go and they'll stay. So I still had to go out and check on them. But now they can just help themselves in and out. And I'm constantly hearing the dog door, because whenever it closes, it kind of slams. It hits against the side of the door. So I'm constantly hearing them going in and out. And they just went out again. And then our cat is she just absolutely hates any kind of cold weather. I guess all cats are that way. I don't know. But she has found a new favorite place now. She likes to get on our cable box, and it's nice and warm. And I asked my husband and make sure, I said, she should be okay up there, shouldn't she? I mean, she's not going to get burned or anything. And he said it's not that hot, but he was kind of, watching her. And she fell asleep up there on the box. I mean, she has all of these beds. She has the couch. She has, her bed. She has nice chairs. She has several cat beds all around the house. And she has her cat tree, and she is on a hard box, sound asleep. So apparently it's okay with her because she's been sleeping for about an hour up there and hasn't budged. So I guess it's very comfortable. And when she does get down, she is nice and toasty. But I worry that that's not good for her. I just don't see how it could be. So if you have cats, does your cat do that? Is that normal? She usually, well, she hasn't done it in the past, but we did not have a cable box in the past either. So I'm not sure if that's like a normal thing, if I should be concerned. After a while, she gets bored with where her favorite place is, and she will move on and go somewhere else. So I'm hoping that's what she's going to do, that she will go somewhere else where she thinks it's warm. And she has so much fur right now, she can't be cold. She just thinks that she is, but there's no way she can be really cold with all of that fur. Did you guys see yet, and you may not have because it is early on Monday, that Diamond Art Club has posted that they have 25 Christmas kits coming out this weekend. They showed one, and I guess that through the week they're going to show others. So that's going to be quite interesting. I am really trying to hold out for White Christmas from Dreamer Designs. I want that one so bad. I look every day just to see if maybe it's back in stock and I didn't get a notification, and it's not. And they did say that they're hoping to get it in before Christmas, that they've been working on it. A lot of times with Dreamer Designs, when they sell out, they don't restock a lot of times, that I've noticed. Even though they keep it on their website, they don't always get them in, or maybe they will next year. But I really, really want White Christmas. So, and I've not really had a unicorn before that I just absolutely wanted, absolutely had to have. But this one I really do want. So we'll see if I get it. Even if it comes in after Christmas, it's like, I'm okay with that. I am perfectly fine. I will put it up for next year because I want it that bad. When it first came out and I saw it, and I thought, wow, that is so much white that I don't know, I might get bored with doing it. But then I'm seeing it finished and I'm seeing others work on it. And it's like, nope, I want it. I may get tired of all that white, but it is a variety of whites. And at least it's a light color and it's not all dark. That's where I would really have to think about it. But I really want that one. And if it comes in sometime next year, whenever it comes back in stock, I'm going to get that one. So if Diamond Art Club has a Christmas kit that I really do like, and I'm going to have to really like it to order it this weekend, because I hadn't really been buying anything. Not much anyway. I'm trying not to. But I really would like another Christmas kit. And not even necessarily for this year, because I know I'm going to be working on for the rest of the year. But if it's something that I really like, I may go ahead and may work on it instead of another one that I have planned, or just simply put it up until next year. Because I was looking at my stash, and I do have some Christmas, but I don't really have that many. I'm getting low on Christmas canvases. Even if I would put it up and do it maybe for like Christmas in July, that would be good. If I got White Christmas, that's what I would definitely do. I also want to get the fall edition, I guess it's called autumn edition, from Paint Gems. And that one's been out for a long time. They did say that they were going to be getting more in a couple of weeks ago, and something happened about the shipment and they didn't get them in. So I would like to have those, and it doesn't matter when I get those. It doesn't have to be in fall that I work on them. It can be whenever. So I'm on the hunt for both of those. But I'm really curious what All Diamond Art Club is going to come out with, and if it's going to be something that it will really pique my interest and that I might want. I do have some points that I might use. I probably need to use those before I forget about them. I've actually gotten quite a bit done today on our chat. I am going to call it a day. I hope that you were able to get something done if you wanted to, or if you just wanted to relax. And I hope that you have a great rest of your week. And until next time, happy diamond painting. Bye.